Right, so control panel up by the door now. So got a lovely control panel here. Step outside a bit. So it's as easy as, you see the lights that are on? It's a bit hard to see. Top one is lit up to let us know that we're plugged into the 240. This one is lit up to let us know we're on the leisure battery, and then this one's just your water pump.
Right.
So when it's lit up, that's water pump on. When it's knocked off, that's your water pump.
So you'd only put that on when you're having a wash or
well, no,
shower.
you literally just leave that on constantly. The only times you'll need to switch that off is A, if you've run out of water, because it will be looking for water, so it will run constantly. So all you do is just knock it off, go and fill up your Ecoral, come back, switch it back on, pull it through your tap.
Well, you wouldn't have that driving though, would you?
No.
You have nothing on drive.
No, you have absolutely nothing off. When you unplug everything and switch everything off, that will automatically, this panel will go off anyway.
Okay.
So it's all off. Right. The other one on here is you can run off the vehicle battery. So if you're plugged into the car, you can press this and that will change over and run off the vehicle battery.
Right. Okay.
But I've made recommendation, as emergencies, always run off your leisure battery, because the main thing is if you flatten that battery in the car, you ain't going anywhere.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? But when you're on site, that's what you want to see. So the little plug's lit up at the top to let you know you're plugged into the mains, leisure battery, so you know we're running on the leisure battery, and then your water pump on. What this little meter in here, that's the voltage in your leisure battery.
And what should it be? Is that what it should be?
Well, it'll be 14 now because it's a 12-volt battery, but then it's got the battery charge running through it now at the same time.
Right.
So that's what you want to see really when you're on site.
Right.
So as you said, if you haven't got the electrical and you're not plugged in, sorry, the screen does go to sleep. If you've not plugged into the electric, this is where you can monitor the power in your leisure battery.
Right.
So you'll notice it dropping. Definitely on site, if you didn't have that electric plugged in and you've got all the lights on like I have now, it will drain it rapidly. So if you'll find people that are on a site with no electric will only have 1 or 2 lights on maximum, and they'll only have a light on where they're sat.
Right, and they wouldn't have a shower.
You're all right with the shower because it's running off the water pump as such, so it's not a particular drain.
Yeah, but well, all right. What about? But then if you go onto electric into your tank, then you're draining then.
Yeah.
So you'd use gas and that.
Yeah, you'd use gas in your tank. So and I'll show you where the gas and the electric are.
Where you switch over and change over. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Happy with that panel?
Yeah.
Perfect. So water boiler. So I've shown you where the electrical switch is in there.
Yes.
For the gas one, it's on the wall here.
Right.
So this is just your water boiler. So it's easy to show. Ultra Store. So the way I would think of it, Ultra Store, think storage tank. So that is for your hot water.
Right.
Ultra Heat, the one below, is for your heating.
Right.
Okay. So Ultra Store, top one here, is your hot water.
And that one's your heating.
Yeah, this one's for the electric for the fire.
Right.
Okay. So in the cupboard, in the panel there, was the switch to switch the water boiler on electric. So when you flick that switch in there, that switches on the electric to the boiler, and that when the electric's on, it'll heat up to about 70 degrees.
Right.
And that's it. It's hot. It's hot. On the gas, all you do to light it on the gas is just turn the little grey collar around the outside. See the little green LED light comes on there, and you can hear your boiler clicking.
Yeah. Right.
So that's it firing up. If it doesn't light up, it comes with a lovely little red LED light on there to let you know that it hasn't lit.
Right.
Normally a couple of reasons. One, your gas bottle's not switched on or your gas is empty. And 2, you've left that cover on externally.
Right. So that's interlocked.
Yeah. Right. So if it won't light if that cover's on outside.
Right. Understood.
Okay.
Understood.
Now the difference between the gas and the electric, on the electric it just heats up to 70 degrees. On gas, you can thermostatically control your hot water by the little dial in the middle there.
Right.
So you can turn it down as low as 30 degrees, and obviously you can turn it up as high as 70 degrees as well.
So on a stonking hot day, it's red hot out there, you want a cool shower, right? If you had it on electric, it would stay at 70.
Yeah.
So you go onto gas to knock it down to 30 if you wanted a cool shower.
Yeah, you can. The main thing with the showers is you've only got a 10 litre hot water tank. All your taps in here are mixed taps. So what you find is the hotter your water is, the less hot you're using and the more cold. So I probably wouldn't turn it down if you want a colder shower. I'll just use the mixer tap to run it on colder. The main reason for this, the main reason I used to turn this down was I've got 2 little lovely nieces, and when you went away, you know what kids are like, they'll just turn it to the hot tap and switch it on, where if it's on the 70 degrees it's hot and it would burn them.
Yeah.
So I tend to run on the gas and turn my hot water down, just for the safety of the kids and that.
Right.
But it is there as an option. If you're finding your hot water's too hot for you, you can thermostatically control it, but only on the gas.
So that's on gas at the moment,
Yeah.
and that is on electric.
That's switched off now. So the electric one is the switch that's underneath the seat
Right,
there
and
that I
you know
showed
where
you.
that is,
Yeah.
mate,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gas. No, that's water. That's heating.
Yeah.
And the switches under there.
The two
For
switches.
the electric.
There's
For the
two
electric.
switches underneath there. One switch is on the electric to the fire, and the other one.
It's your number plate.
Thank you.
And I haven't put any stickers on the back. I wasn't sure what you were doing with that because you're going to swap the number plates over, aren't you?
Eventually.
So anyway,
It's
there's-
what it
there's
is
the
for,
stickers.
sorry, is if my motor breaks down,
Ah,
the
okay.
Audi, then we've always got this as a backup.
Okay,
That's
so there's
spare.
the stickers if you need them.
Right.
Thank you.
And that's yours.
Right, okay.
There you go. Sorry.
All the best to you,
Right,
thank you
no
very
worries.
much.
We've got two cars. We're going to use the Audi
Yeah.
till the Audi packs
I'll
up, and then
Yeah, change it over. No worries, no worries.
Go on then, sorry, Owen.
Yeah, so gas for the water boiler, electrical switches inside the cupboard there. The other switch that's in there for space heater, all that does is power up this switch. Doesn't switch it on as such, just sends the power to here.
Right.
So to power this one up, so this is for the fire now,
Right.
you turn the grey collar on the outside, it goes to 500, 1000, or all the way up to 2000. All that is that's kilowatts. Easiest way of describing that is think of old Granny May's electrical bar fire. So 500 is 1 bar,
Yeah, yeah.
1000 is 2 bar, and 2000 is all 3 bars going at the same time. So all that is, that's the amount of power you're sending to this fire.
Electrically.
Electrically, yeah. So the more power you send it, the faster it'll heat up. That's all it is. So if it's a summer's evening and it's just a little bit chilly, you can either light it up on the gas or just turn it up onto the 500 and that'll put out a smaller amount of heat.
Right.
Depending on what temperature you have your thermostat on the outside. So the same as the gas, it's thermostatically controlled on the outside, so as low as 1 and then as high as 9 on the outside there. See that, Tim?
I've got bad eyes, that's alright.
Yeah.
I was just, so that's now on the gas. That's on gas now.
Yeah, well it's switched off at the minute because it's on the little 0. You know it's on because the little green LED light comes on.
Right. Right, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, for the electric, so all this is doing now is firing up them electrical elements inside your fire there.
Right.
Okay.
And the blower?
So I'll show you the gas first, and then I'll do the blower.
Sorry.
So to light the gas on the fire is as easy as turn it round. Hear it clicking. To light it, just hold it down. When it stops clicking, it's lit. If you lift your finger off,
And it's
when it's still clicking, it hasn't lit. So just hold your finger back down again.
Right.
You can manually check. If you look down through the hole, it's back down here. You can see the pilot light lit. So if you're ever unsure, you can.
That pilot light's not running all the while, is it?
Yes, when the fire's on, yeah, it will do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I'm
no,
not-
no, not
when-
constant.
when-
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
constant.
So when I do that, switch your fire off.
Everything's off.
Everything's off, so there's
When
no
you-
gas coming through
when you turn
whatsoever.
your
All you
knob-
do is you turn the valve,
The pilot light should light.
yeah, and it will
then,
light.
And then hold the button down for the main.
Yeah,
Burn.
yeah. Well, no, what it is when you're turning it, that's just opening up the gas, but all it's trying to do is light the pilot light then. When you're holding that down, that's releasing the gas to let that light. So as soon as that pilot light's lit and
Yeah.
stays constant, it warms up like a thermocouple, and then it'll boof and it'll light up the
Right,
burners.
so it isn't instantaneous.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
instantaneous.
not instant. No, it lights up. And then it's just simply 1 to 10 for the temperature, whatever heat you want out of it. And they do soon heat up. For distributing the heat, you have to turn this little slider button onto the A.
Right.
So A for automatic, and then it's 1 to 5 on the fan speed here.
And that'll go all through.
Yeah, so that
automatically.
you've got one of the vents down there. You see the little creamy
yeah.
one underneath
Yeah.
the side there.
Yeah.
And there's one behind me on the wall here as well. So that literally will just circulate and blow the hot air around the fan for you. But this fan will only kick in when this has got up to temperature. So imagine if you've got that cranked down to 10, it may take, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes before this fan will kick in. Because the fire's got to get up to temperature first, so it's not blowing around cold air. It will only kick in when this is hot enough to blow around
When
the
it
air.
tells it to.
Yeah.
But it takes 15 minutes.
It can do, depending. It all depends on how cold and everything is. But obviously, if you crank it all the way up to 10, it'll take longer for this fan to kick in than if you've got it on a lower temperature. But it all depends on how hot you want your van.
Or the season.
Yeah, depending what time of the year it is. So, for the fan, on here, you can also run it manually. So when it's the summer and you don't want no heat and it's hot in here, you can turn it the other way onto the manual setting, and then what this does is just let you run the fan.
So it's cold.
Yeah, so all this is doing now is drawing in air externally and blowing it through here and also through your vents there.
Right. So can you do that again?
Yeah, so that sits in the middle, that's your fan off. This side is the manual settings, so that just blows the air around. Onto the A is for heat, so that'll circulate your heat.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
George will
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. And the roof. There's a roof fan as well.
Yeah,
so-
yeah, you've got an extractor fan on the
sort
roof
that
as well.
George is the Labrador.
And so, so your roof fan can work in conjunction with that as well. So you can put that to suck in
Yeah,
and that to blow out.
yeah,
So
yeah,
you
if
get
you
some
want to.
circulation.
Yeah. I'll show you the functions of that after.
Okay.
Okay, happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be on the phone to you. I've got your name. Mr.
No
Walters.
worries, no
Mr.
worries.
Walters.
So, I'll do your fridge next. So, I've already said your fridge will run on gas, electric, or it will also run off a vehicle battery as well.
Right, the car battery.
Yeah, off the car battery. So, fridge on and off is just a little button here at the front. Hold it down, fridge is off.
Hold it down.
Yeah, just hold it down for a few seconds. Same for switching it back on, and it switches itself back on.
Right, so,
Okay.
so that automatically ignites itself.
Sort of. So, this button on this side changes the power select. So, I'm on gas at the minute, the little flame there.
Yeah.
If I press it again, oh, too many times. So, little plug is electric, so that's running off the 240. Press it again, see it goes onto an auto mode. What that auto mode does is it automatically looks for a power. So, then it was looking for the vehicle battery, but because there's no vehicle battery there, it'll automatically revert back to the electric.
Its own battery.
Yeah.
Well, no, electric, it's running off the mains now, it's running off the 240.
That's running off the mains.
Yes, yeah. But if it ever says auto on the top there,
Yeah.
it means if there isn't a power supply there, it'll look for something else.
Which then it would use its leisure battery.
Yeah, no, it'll only run off either the 240, the gas, or the vehicle battery. It won't run off the 12 volt. Okay, so if I change it over again,
That's strange.
so it's on the vehicle battery now, but
Yeah.
because there's no vehicle battery there, you notice A, you've got a little flashing light here, and then B, you've got a number and a spanner at the top here. So if you ever see a number and a spanner, that means that there's a problem.
Right,
So all that's telling me now is there's no power there.
Yeah.
So it's looking for power.
when I had a van years ago, you would run off the leisure battery.
Yeah, no, not in these ones.
Not
No.
these.
They'll only run off the 240 or the mains.
Right.
So for the gas, all you need to do is change it to the gas, and you'll see it will prime and ignite itself. If it doesn't, again, this will flash like it did on the vehicle battery, and it'll come up. I think it's a number 9 and a spanner. It'll show up in the top corner.
And
there.
that's all written in the book.
Yeah, that's all written in the book. If it doesn't light, all you need to do is simply just switch your fridge off and switch it on again. And that will automatically try and prime and ignite itself. Obviously, if it does it again, it's then just checking A, you've got gas, and B, that you've got your bottle switched on.
Right. Which is most economical for all the gubbins in this thing.
Well, as daft as it is, everything in a caravan is designed to run on gas first and electrical second. So, but 99% of us all use electrical because we're on a site and we pay for the
Of
electric.
course, you pay for it, so you're going to use as much electric as possible.
Yeah. Our advice is every now and then run your different appliances on gas. Main thing being, you know that your gas is working, and if you ever have a power cut on a site, you can chuckle away because you know that you can run your hot water boiler, you can run your heating, you can run your fridge, and obviously you can do your cooking and that as well. And you know that all your gas is working as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So gas and electric is your fridge working at its full oomph. When it's on the vehicle battery, it just holds the temperature. So if you're ever wanting to travel with items in your fridge, always get your fridge cold first. So either run it on the gas or the electrics, get your fridge nice and cold, and then change it over to the vehicle battery. And then you know you can drive down the road and your milk or your cider or your
So you
wine
can load the
is
fridge
got-
before you go, basically.
Yeah.
Right,
As
okay.
long as you get your fridge nice and cold first.
Right. So, what's that other button there?
So this one on the other side just alters the temperature. So you see 1 bar lit is obviously like the lowest temperature of your fridge, or the warmest it will go. Obviously when all 5 bars are lit, that's the coldest temperature your fridge will run at.
And your freezer box in there.
Yeah, so inside, just a little clip there, pull the clip, and it releases it on. And then obviously you've got your freezer box in the top there, and obviously the rest of your normal
And
fridge.
that's automatic. Runs with the
Yeah,
fridge.
yeah. As soon as that switches it on, it
Just
all
like a towel.
automatically. Yeah, automatically. And I can feel the cold
I
coming
just
out
felt
that
it on
from
my
here.
knee.
Yeah, yeah. It's incredible. They are good fridges. Good fridges.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So when it comes to the vehicle battery, you can either hook up to the car, then come in here, switch your fridge on, and just change it over onto the vehicle battery.
Just a question that hypothetically I hope it ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
But if you have a problem and you're hooked up to your car and you want to use the battery on your car and you say you'll drain it, which is understand.
Yeah.
What happens if you keep your engine going?
It will, yeah, it will, because obviously the alternator.
Because your alternator takes over and then would supply this instead of the battery, would it not?
Yes, yeah,
It would.
yeah. If you need it to be.
That's just an emergency.
Yeah. So if you did want to do that, what you'd have to do is when you're plugged into the car, is come in here and change this button here. So this changes it over from leisure battery to the vehicle battery. So then it's pulling the power from there rather than from
We
there.
call vehicle the car.
Yeah.
Leisure we'd call the caravan.
Yeah. Okay. So let me I'll put your fridge back onto electric because normally that's the first power supply it looks for, and then I'll just knock it off for you. So your fridge is off.
Right. Snow.
Okay.
Yeah, snow.
So when it comes to priming your water system, it is as simple as switch your water pump on, come to your taps. Always do the cold side first because then you know that the water's been pulled up through the Akerol and it's coming into the system.
Somebody said the best way to check that everything's working is make a cup of tea because
Yeah.
you use everything that you need then.
Yeah, exactly. So all you do is just run the tap. It'll splutter now because I pulled the pipe off before so to get some air in it. But once it runs constantly like that, you know that's the cold side primed and ready to go. So for your hot and to fill your boiler, it's just as easy as turn to the hot side and then just simply run it on the hot tap.
Right. You said to fill your boiler. You mean
To fill the boiler, yeah.
So it's
So
drawing,
what's this?
drawing water out of your Akerol
Yeah.
into the boiler.
Yeah, so all that's doing is pulling the water up out the Akerol, filling up the boiler, and then pushing that water through all the pipework.
Yeah.
So imagine even when it's cold, you want to see constant running water on the hot side of the tap. It'll be stone cold, but you know when you've got water there coming through the tap, you know 100% that boiler's full of water then. And then you're safe to switch your boiler on, whether you want to run it on the electric or on the gas.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's
Sorry, I know it's a lot of information.
No, it's fine.
heating controls. Outside, you're going to show us how to turn the gas on for the hot water tank.
No, it's
No.
in there.
It's in there. That's right.
Gas for the hot water tank is the top one there. It's Ultra Store.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
The electrics for the water boilers inside here.
Right.
And then the gas for the fire's on the fire itself. The electrics is on the wall there. But the switch to switch that electrical socket on for the fire is in the cupboard here.
Right, Paul, what you've got to remember is, once it's started, you come in, you switch all them three on, you switch them on,
Yeah.
everything in the caravan will work.
Yeah, that's it. Simple as that.
Is it?
Simple as that.
as
Yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah, yeah.
Is that
It's
right?
easy as that. So, onto your cooker.
Right.
So, obviously someone's so excited about the cooker. So, 1 to 6 on this side, does your electric ring there. Okay, your electric ring will definitely only run when the 240 is plugged in.
Right.
It won't run off the leisure battery because that would flatten the battery in about 3 seconds flat, I think.
Okay.
So 3 gas burners and electrical igniter. So as long as there's power in your leisure battery, you will always have a spark for your cooker.
Where's your 3?
So
Where's your 3?
1, 2, 3,
Right.
and all it is quarter turn, hold down, ignite.
Right.
Same again, quarter turn, hold down, ignite. And same again, quarter turn.
Oh,
There you go. Ignite. Okay.
and that's the grill, and that's the oven.
Yep. Simple as that. So then, grill pan, down handle, and then yeah, you're right as you're saying, grill. There you go.
Right.
So grill, and then you are treated to a luxury because you've got 2 oven shelves. They never come with 2, they always come with 1. This is the 5th one this week. I don't know where these oven trays are coming from, but it makes me smile how sad my life is. So oven again, just hold down and ignite. There you go. Come on. There you go.
Is there, without being sarcastic, is there a cooking book for this, like to tell you on the
Yeah,
instructions?
there's a thing inside there for the cooker.
Because I have to do all the cooking.
Yeah, there's a. I'm not getting involved in this one. So below us here, you got your pan storing bits and bobs. So any heavy items you want to store in this cupboard here. There is a plug socket in the back here that just relates to the
Right, okay.
so
So 13
electrical
amp,
ring.
yeah?
13
13
amp. So
amp.
that's just for your electrical ring.
What about your extraction for the cooker?
So that's all above our head here.
So you still use this?
Yeah, yeah. So all it is you see me winding this handle. Can you see the lid lifting up through it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all you do is raise your lid up, and then it's as easy as switch on,
Right.
and you'll see the little LED lights
Yeah.
represent which way the fan's going. So that's on extract now. So we'll press the extract button, the more LED lights will come on,
Faster.
and then that's the more power that the fan will run at.
Right, okay.
Okay, so to turn it down or to change the direction is simply the one on the other side.
So that's turning it down.
Yeah.
What about,
So to change directions, just keep pressing,
oh, you do the
and
other
then you
side.
see it light up all on the other side.
And then what, vice versa on this then to...
Yeah, so the same the other way around. So that's just blowing in air as well. So that's quite a good thing as well. If it's a hot day, you're better off blowing in as after sucking out, and it just circulates the air around as well for you.
Small.
And then if you just press the one in the middle, and that shuts it off.
Okay.
Simple as that. Main thing everyone does, because I always laugh at loads of people driving down the road, is just make sure you wind it back down before you start travelling.
We've had somebody lose one of them when we were following them.
Yeah.
Right,
As you'll see, if the wind gets underneath it, it will rip it straight off. So just make sure you've lowered it down before you're travelling. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what would be a good idea. For me, not you, I mean I'm older and all this bollocks. Sorry. Write a little list out. You know,
It probably tells you in the book, Paul.
yeah, but I want about...
Checklist for this and
So
A
check.
this-
lot of
that
people
there,
have checklists and
Yeah,
things.
well, yeah.
So that's nothing abnormal.
Yeah,
Loads
yeah.
of people. I've seen loads of people that have got things stuck on the wall here and this and that. The main thing, the only one thing you need to worry about is that water boiler. That's it. Anything else you can leave on, you can't do any damage to. The only thing you can do is switching on that water boiler without priming the water system first. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we stop, we put the aquarol,
Fill up.
fill the aquarol, put it on, come in here, draw it through,
Yeah.
switch them switches on, switch them on,
Yeah.
we're all good to go
Yeah.
basically.
Well, you'll need to switch that one on first, so your water boiler's switched on.
Yeah, so that first.
Sorry, ignore me. So your water pump's on there, so you can pull the water
So
through.
that's the
So
first thing
when
to
we
put
come in, as soon
Yeah.
as you open the door, you put your water on,
Yeah.
put the pipe in, leave it outside, you come here, switch that on,
Yeah.
give it a couple of minutes, and then switch them on, and then we're good to go basically.
Yeah.
And that'll
All
just
it is just switch your water pump on and prime your water system. It's the first thing you want to do. Once your water system's primed, doof, you can play with whatever you want.
Yeah. So you're continually connected to your water butt.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a constant supply.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So microwave behind us.
Sorry. And you said that will alarm. Will it alarm when that butt? Is that like got to be a visual look at the water?
Yeah, you'll hear when you've run out of water. That water pump will run constantly looking for water. So if
So
there's
that's the
no
only
water
alarm
there,
you've got, that's
yeah,
it.
yeah, you'll hear the pump running, or you'll run out of water in your tap. All you need to do then is knock your water pump off on the wall there, go and fill up your aquarol, come back, switch your water pump back on, and pull it back through the
So
tap.
it's really a visual.
Yeah, it's a visual thing. So microwave, you can just press start and it goes up in 30 seconds. Leave it and it automatically kicks in.
Vent.
Other than that, you got power and then timer.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then start.
Okay.
And obviously stop as well. There is other functions on there, but I'm not going to bore you with
No.
telling you how to use it.
And the plates there.
Yeah, only advice, always take this out when you're travelling. Main reason being, if you hit a pothole or you have to swerve for a wagon or anything as silly as that, there is a chance it could jump out of there, and if it does and hit this side, it will crack this side before it cracks this. These are expensive. This
You
is.
can stick it in that drawer.
I can stick it wherever I want.
Stick it
Or wherever you want, sorry. So,
Active.
I don't mind, I've said worse
Stick it in
things.
there.
You can either wrap it in a towel, stick it in your sink, you can put it in the drawer, but that's your cutlery drawer, so it may slide around a bit in there. One other good place to put it is just simply wedge it underneath the cushion there. And you'll have to drive some to get that to move.
Right, okay.
Okay.
So you can put it there, anywhere safe where it's not out of harm's way.
And that automatically vents the microwave. Is that through
Yeah,
the vents?
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
hold up.